Well, what's up guys, Metapixelatron here. There are some new updates on the recount reports from the state of Wisconsin. I have selected the ones which contain interesting information. So, here it goes. Melissa, Burnett County. Rusk Township had lots of incidents of stuck voting machines paper. Votes being tallied from a digital report of some kind. Wondering if volunteers are trained to do this accurately? Do these count? Steve, Burnett County. The recount was reconvened at 9:05. There were 4 tables set up, with a total of 11 tabulators present. 2 tables were cutting the paper rolls into individual ballots, 1 table was reconciling the poll lists, and 1 was counting absentee ballots. At 9:25, I discussed my concern about the Sand County Township DRE that misrecorded my sons and daughter-in-law's votes for president. Here's an email he sent to the Hillary for America recount. My wife, Anna censored name, and myself, Seth censored name, live in Sand Lake Township, in Burnett County, Wisconsin. My wife voted at approximately 7:30 a.m. When she voted for the president, she pushed on Hillary Clinton's name. When she did this, she noticed that it highlighted Donald Trump. She pushed on Hillary Clinton again, and it switched off of Donald Trump. When she got to work, she informed me of what happened, so I was aware. When I voted, at 4:15 p.m., I chose Hillary Clinton as my presidential candidate. When I got to the last screen, which summarizes the votes, I noticed that it said that I voted for Donald Trump. I had to click back a few times, and do it all over. This time, when I pushed on Hillary Clinton, and got to the end, it was correct. I thought it was odd, that both of us had similar experiences. After much discussion among the board, it was decided that I could look at, but not touch, one of the tabulators paged through for me, all of the Sand Lake Township ballots, from the paper roll, to look for unusual evidence of vote splitting, that might indicate a mistaken vote for Trump. There ended up being 11 Trump/failing old splits, and 14 Trump/Heft splits, out of 185 ballots. Looking back at the election night results, I saw that Trump won by 157 to 118 over Clinton, while Duffy and Heft were neck and neck at 136 and 135, respectively. It was hard to conceive of anyone voting for Heft and Trump together, as apparently 21 people did overall. This count included the absentee ballots. It also surprised me that Trump won by such a large margin, in a township where a large number of the voters were Native American, who had historically voted pretty heavily Democratic. At 11:10, it was announced that Wanda censored name, the county clerk and member of the board of canvass, went home ill. She was replaced by one of the tabulators, Romy censored name. At 11:50, Melissa censored name, a Green Party observer, from St. Paul, arrived. At 12 o'clock, they broke for lunch, returning at 12:30. At the conclusion of my shift, they still didn't have any final recount results from the remaining towns and villages. I'm assuming that Melissa censored name got those results. I was informed by the local Democratic Party chair, who was there until the end, yesterday, that they finished the vote counting yesterday, but she hadn't seen the final totals. Melissa, Burnett County. People have complained that lots of split tickets, Trump president, and a Democrat for another seat, occurred as a mistake in the vote machine. Observers are sitting in a roped-off area, not next to work tables. Township votes packets and reconcile forms are lined up against a wall. All employees are working. Hand counting is happening in view, but we cannot sit close enough to see the ballots and writing on the ballots. Well, these were all the reports that I have found to be interesting. Tell me in the comments below, if you can feel the smell of something rotting. Do you think that these machine vote switching problems could, in theory, invalidate the votes, or perhaps require some deeper investigation? I have been saying, since the beginning, that there would be recounts. Now, things are turning out to be even more chaotic than I originally expected. Isn't that such a thing of marvelous beauty? Well, Internet, this was Metapixelatron, signing out. Not really, I am still watching you.